First, we have the preliminary. We have the preliminary. We have the primary. What happens first? What happens initially? And that's the dream. So God shows you something. Divine destiny is revealed, right? So divine destiny is revealed, and the call of duty emerges. Are you listening so far? Somebody say, poised to reign. So whatever God showed you, you're supposed to reign over. I wish I had church. I say, whatever God showed you, you're supposed to reign over. That means that you're going to be in charge. Amen, somebody. But see, all we see is the headship, but we don't see the servanthood.
Amen. Amen. Come on. That's right.
And so we had a preliminary, and that's a dream. We're poised to reign. Dreams are blueprints that require workmanship to materialize. And so many of us have been telling people about our blueprint, but we haven't put forth any workmanship. Because we have a deficient faith sometimes. We believe, but there's no work behind it. Yeah. And so that's not even a complete faith. That's not actual faith, because faith without works is dead. That's what the scripture says. You can get mad at me if you want to. Somebody say, I must work. I must work with my faith. With my faith. Work without faith is useless. Yeah. Amen. Do you understand? So I must work with my faith. I believe God. God has shown me this, but I got to do something with it. I'm going somewhere. So we move to the pit experience. Told you I'm coming a lot of ground. But we move to the pit experience, and so the pit experience is where we feel or become discarded. Anybody know the word? Yes. Thrown down and undersold by the least expected. Thrown down and undersold by the least. This is the last person. Your enemies throw you down. That's what you expect. Right. It's when those close to you throw you down. It's when you're thrown off balance. Like, I didn't expect this from you. I know we had some problems. I didn't know it had got this bad. I know y'all been looking at this fly coat that I got on this tunic. Y'all be careful looking at my coat now. Should have worn my other blazer with all the colors on it later. But I know you see me in my coat things. I know you see the fame of my life, but calm down. Yeah. You know, I didn't earn it. It just happened this way. But we're thrown down and then we're undersold by it. There's no price on you. Can I tell somebody that there's no price on you? So even if somebody sells you out, you're still priceless. And sometimes we feel worthless when we've been sold out. And again, especially by those that are close to us. Somebody say reposition to reign. Reposition to reign. And so we have poised to reign, and then we have reposition to reign, but all we saw was the pit experience. Come on now. I'm trying to show you a contrast here. You didn't understand that the pit was the position in which God was reordering your life. Because, look, if we can insert this, if you would have stayed in your father's household, father might have petted you and kept you from becoming what you needed to become. All right now. Because father would have favored you. Y'all saw what he did to Benjamin, right? After what happened, and you can't even come out the house. Now, last time I let one of y'all out the house, got them missing and torn up and things, right? So that overprotectiveness that sometimes parents have, sometimes friends have, God will sometimes remove us, reposition us from those friends because he can't get the maximum out of us if we remain comfortable. Yeah, all right. Yeah. And so sometimes, even though we have experienced a pit experience, we didn't see it that God was repositioning us to reign. All right now. Get this, the intentionality of God is not defective because hardships arrive. And so we'll say, all things are working for my good. He's intent. You know, you get it right. I'm half church and half hip hop, so y'all gotta pray for me. You know what I'm saying? You might catch a side of me, I might be like this right here. Pray for me, pray for me. He got work to do. But we'll say, we all rocking to it. Right, just going, right? We all into it. But then as soon as hardship hits, it's almost like if we had like an old radio or old television set. Y'all remember the old television sets? I'm just old enough to remember the old television set. Just you know, when you used to hit the antenna. Oh, don't look at me, millennials. Some of y'all hit your phone when it don't work. Don't look at me crazy. Don't look at me crazy. What's wrong with this thing? Okay? Laying hands on your phone don't work, okay? Okay. So this thing ain't working. And so we sometimes do that psychologically, if you will, with God when things aren't working the way that we saw them working, because God, you gave me this dream. But I'm in this pit.
All right, now, come on.
I saw a palace, but I'm in this pit. What are you doing? You must have forsaken me. You must have left me because I'm in this pit. I'm not in denial. And sometimes in faith, we get in denial. We shouldn't. We're like, well, maybe I didn't do what God told me to do. See, again, I like this story of his life because it wasn't that he did anything to deserve either way. How did he deserve to be put in a position to reign? So we like, I don't deserve being treated like this. You deserve to reign? Come on. All right. Okay. Okay. And so sometimes God shows us a dream and we think we deserve it. Oh God, I'm preaching them better than y'all saying amen. So he gave you a dream, so now you think you deserve it. Okay. But his intentions didn't change because of the position that you're in. Can anybody receive that? Yes. So somebody might be experiencing a pit position, saying, God, you showed me I was going to reign. But I want you to be encouraged. Don't give up. Don't fall out now. It's a little ways to go. So hardships will either build resilience or demolish resolve. And you have to decide which one you're going to operate with. Because when you're thrown off, what happened? When you get sick, right? When finances don't work, what happens? Sometimes we get into that depression. It's happened to me, so I ain't talking to nobody. Something happens, whatever your thing is. Some of us is finances. Some of us is sickness. Some of us is what happens to our family. And something happens in our family. Somebody passes, somebody gets, something happens, and then, oh God, what are you doing now? Right? But they're going to either build resilience or they're going to demolish your resolve. So we have to let those things that happen, those pitfalls, if you will, work resilience in our bodies. Amen? Somebody say, I need to build resilience. Because if you don't bounce back now, you won't even be ready for Potiphar's house. Well, y'all ain't hearing me. If you can't bounce back from this pit, you won't make it to Potiphar's, and that's not even your destiny. Woo! I'm just trying to get man, come on now. I know it don't feel right, but sometimes like I'm just trying to get to Potiphar's house right now. I'm just trying to get to Potiphar's house right now. I don't know what Potiphar's house is in your life, but I know that there's a Potiphar's place that we have to get to on our way to the pit. Come on. Anybody with me? So resilience is the capacity of swift recovery. Now we know we only do this by grace. Amen, somebody. We know we only do this by relationships. Say amen, somebody. We know that we only do this by prayer. Say amen, somebody. So resilience is the capacity of swift recovery and the response to difficulties without the loss of integrity.
My God.
So sometimes we'll respond to a difficulty with rebellion. Sometimes we'll respond to a difficulty with disobedience. Say amen, somebody. We'll go on the bend, right? Used to be a drink, ain't drunk years, but now stuff going wrong. Well, let me go back into my bottle. What? Let me go back to my old life. Let me do what used to make me feel good. Okay, so you don't go back to none of that stuff. Okay, that ain't you. You super sanctified. So what you do is you go isolate yourself. Close yourself off from the world so can't nobody get to you because everybody betrayed you. Everybody left you. Woe is you. I deserve this dream. Okay. Make no mistake, the Lord of hosts is greater than the hardships and the pitfalls we encounter. Amen. Don't you make any mistakes. So you see, I did the next time that you see hardship, that you say he's still holy. He's still worthy. He's still able. Oh yes, I'm not asking you to be in denial. Don't say that you ain't in a situation that you ain't in. They had this thing, we had a conversation, it might have been a couple years ago now, I don't remember exactly, but people were not, they wouldn't name the different diseases that the doctor had said that they were giving, because they say, I ain't claiming that. Listen, whatever condition they tell you just have a more intelligent brain. Whatever they tell me I have makes me more intelligent as a prayer and as a praiser. Because if it didn't kill you, you're still winning. And I remind you of the testimony of our dear sister who did pass. Told me, she said, the Lord told me I was going to get married and I was going to pass from cancer. And it happened. And you know what I said? God, you get the glory. I said, you don't like that kind of stuff. Because God told her what was going to happen. And so all we did was pray for the grace to live with that kind of information. Because how many of us would break our faith if God told you no? Let's talk about these dreams. But are you with me? Are you seeing where I'm going with this? No, you don't. You're about to see. And so then we have the Potiphar experience. And so the Potiphar experience is where we become displaced. Now we already been discarded, thrown in the pit. Now we're being displaced in Potiphar's house. This ain't my father's house. This ain't the palace. It's not quite the prison. It's not quite the prison. I ain't dead, but this ain't where I'm supposed to be. And so I'm working this man's job. Oh, I thought I made it relevant for y'all if I came that way. I'm working. God showed me a dream while I was raining, but I'm working this man's job. You in Potiphar's house? Okay. And so Potiphar's house represents success after humiliation. And so now you're not discarded. You're not in the place that you want to be, but you're still realizing success. Amen. So he's being successful, and Potiphar starts giving him charge of stuff. Because you can't help but put a ruler in charge. You can't help it. They don't even know what they be doing. That's why they keep giving you stuff. They're like, why do they keep putting me in charge of so much stuff? Because you're a ruler, baby. You understand what I'm telling you? Why they keep giving me all this? Because you're supposed to handle all of that. That's right. You want to be over nations and can't handle David? Come on now. Come on now. You want your own company, but can't work for theirs. Okay. Oh, but when you get your company, you're gonna want work. You're gonna want employees. Because quiet as kept, you're the one that setting the terms of your employment. Just come back over here.
All right.
Joseph didn't even get that opportunity. Okay. He just did it.
All right now. Come on.
Okay. And so Potiphar's house is the place of displacement, and And it's success after humiliation, and it's also where false accusation leads to actual confinement. So somebody says something about you that isn't true, got you caught up, that you had to run out the situation almost naked.
Come on.
Anybody had to leave a situation with almost nothing? I just got to get out, because if I stay here any longer, you know what? Forget my shame, forget my pride, forget what they're going to say about me. I'd rather run out of here almost naked than to be caught up in this mess. And you escape the temptation, but you still face confinement. That's a frustrating place to be. This is how I like to deal with text, because sometimes, again, we talk about the blessing and we talk about the favor of God and we talk about manifestation, but we don't like process. And this is the process. This is a process. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So we must employ stewardship and diligence in every occupation. I'm teaching today. Y'all ought to say, man. I'm sorry, this is good stuff. He said we must employ stewardship and diligence in every occupation. So no matter where I am, my stewardship shouldn't turn down because I'm not doing what I want to do. Amen. My stewardship can't turn down because this isn't the destiny that God help me here. This ain't what God showed me, but you still got to show your stewardship. Okay. All right. Because they can talk about your character all they want to, but that light gonna shine. Amen. They can try to put you down all they want to, but that light gonna shine. Yeah. Somebody say, soon enough, that light gonna shine. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. When they see it, they don't even know why they're talking to you. Anybody came up to you and said, I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's all right. Don't do that. Don't do that, brother. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Somebody say retool terrain. So while you were in Potiphar's house, for how long that you are there, you're actually picking up skills that you're going to use later. You're picking up customs that you're going to have to use later, because remember, he's in a foreign place. Yes. He's learning structure, whether we believe it or not. Yes. He's learning customs, believe it or not. Yes. He's learning nuances, believe it or not. And all these things couldn't have happened if he would have flew straight to the position. He would have had to learn it in the position. But during the process, he's learning this. So when he gets there, he acts like he knows what he's doing, because he actually does. Right. So sometimes your trials are training you. Somebody say, sometimes my trials are training me. They're always testing you. They're always testing you. Sometimes they're training you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Say, this is a training opportunity. Anybody ever been thrown into the job and didn't get shown what to do? Get they aggravated? You got to figure it out. So you out there trying to look intelligent, being dumb as all get out. But how many have worked in a situation where somebody took you under their wings, so to speak, and say, hey, let me show you how to do this. And then the transition was easier. This is what trials do to us. They're really helping us sometimes, but we don't see it that way. All we can see is the trial. We don't see the training. I'm trying to show you how to change your focus. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So diligence is the capacity of attentiveness and persistence and attention to detail. Oh Lord, that last one right there, that's the one with attention to detail. Yeah, the details. Hold on, when they approach each other, how do they approach each other? You know, you can't give thumbs up everywhere you go. Amen. You cannot signal with your left hand everywhere you go. Amen. I'm just talking about, oh, the Lord called me to international ministry. You still waving with your left hand when you're in the wrong country. Okay. You still telling people to come here with your left hand, and they're going to be like, what do you think I am, a hello? I was just telling you to come here. That ain't our custom. But no, you call the international ministry with your deep and divine self. I'm preaching all over the world. I don't even know. Come on now. Don't have the decency to ask somebody when you get called, hey, they any customs I need to know about? No, you just go walk in. I'm so anointed.
real. What? For real. Say it again. True. Real.
When Pentecost came, he gave them the language to speak to others.
Yeah.
Now he go right to my shot. No, baby. No. Habla español, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. Okay. Let's talk. Okay. Life is a dispensation filled with fluctuation. And so there are ups and downs in this life. And in the downs, it seems like we just get so caught down there that when the ups happen, we're so ready for the next up. That, you know what I'm saying? It's like once you up, it's like you're waiting for the next thing. You know, we mismanage time horribly anyway. I'm not going to go into that because that's a tangent. But if you don't learn how to ride the ups and downs, I would somebody knew this whole text. If you don't know how to store during the ups, you'll die during the downs. Are you understand what I'm saying? So what I have to do is realize that when I'm receiving the favor that I want, and when I'm on the upswing, that I've got to store this up. I got to store how I feel. I got to store what I'm experiencing. I got to store my income. I got to store this stuff up so that when the downs come, because I'm telling you they will. I ain't being deep, I ain't being prophetical, they're going to happen. Yeah. So when they happen, you're not one of these people that say that you're a believer, but every time something bad happens, oh God, I'm never going to make it out of this. God done brought you out of something, right? If he brought you out of that, do you think this is the end? Look at somebody say, this ain't the end. This ain't the end. He's about to show it to you. So, life is a dispensation filled with fluctuation. Nevertheless, faith is a sure anchor. Yes. Not only is it a sure anchor, but it's also a balance. Yeah. And not only is it a balance, it's also a transport. Yeah. So faith is what gets us from one position to the next position, even when it doesn't look like what we were promised. It's faith and faithfulness. What got Joshua from slavery, from bondage to wilderness to just faithfulness. Faithfulness. Yeah. He was faithful to Moses when he was in bondage. He was faithful to Moses when he was in the wilderness. And then God says, you know what, it's your turn now. Yeah. I don't know if all these songs working with me. And for your faithfulness is your faithfulness. That's what happened. Are you with me so far? So if that wasn't enough, I've been discarded, I've been displaced, and now I'm about to be detained. This is the prison experience. But here again, we see something that's not unique to Joseph, because other people have done it, but something that's peculiar about Joseph is that he's captive, yet productive. Amen. Captive, yet, man, come on. I said captive, yet productive. When we're caught up, it seems like we can't produce anything. He is literally, physically caught up, and he's still being productive, though he's captive. Damn, okay. And this is the place, because he's removed from the dream he had years ago. And he's in this prison place. But now, this is the place. God, man, I want to run all over this building. This is the place. In confinement. In prison. This is the place that God decides that your gift will make. Man, I wish y'all heard this. I said, this is the place that God decided. This is the place you are ready to get into this open place. And God said, no, I'm going to do it in the midst of confinement. You were waiting for everything to be like you want to be. He said, no, when it's almost the worst situation you've ever faced. You're displaced from where you want to be. Yeah. Displaced from the favor of your father's house. Yeah. You've been betrayed by your brethren. Yeah. You've been lied on. Your reputations took a hit. And now you can't even get out of this situation. God says, here is the place. Here is the place where your gift is going to make room for you. Hold on. Eventually.
Hallelujah.
This is the place. Your gift is going to, your grace gift is going to make room for you. Somebody say eventually. So some of us are caught up and we're captive and we're contained and we're saying, God, when is my gift? Don't make room for you. And some of us are waiting to get out and you don't even realize you've already done the work years before you're going to be released. Oh, God, help me here. If you know the story, they forgot about the gift. Oh, God. And see, after you done used your gift to help other people, people will forget about you. Make no mistake about it. God, you graced me with this gift. How am I going to use it in this place of confinement? God, you showed me the palace, and here I am in the prison. The only pleasant thing you ever had was a dream. Am I in the text? Can somebody help me? The only pleasant thing you had for years is the dream. And it's not the dream that unlocks that door. It's the gift to interpret other people's dreams. So all this time that I've been doing all this stuff for these other people, my gift's gonna make room for me. But before it makes room for me, it's got to warn others. Your gift, when it's making room, hear me closely. As your gift is making room, it's going to warn somebody and it's going to inform somebody. Am I talking about the text? So somebody is going to warn, hey, bruh, you might not make it. You ain't going to make it out this way. Can you imagine having to tell somebody that they came to you with your dream, with their dreams? Ooh, yeah, that was a spiritual dream. We like to tell people the positive stuff, right? That was a spiritual dream. No, that wasn't something you was watching on TV. You better get prayed up. See, I wish that we had some real saints. You better get prayed up because you ain't gonna make it out this one.
Amen. Come on now. Amen.
Can I pray? You can pray to God, but you can't pray your way out of this situation. Nope.
Come on. Tell the truth.
And then the other one that's going to survive, right? The one that survives. And you told him he lived to tell the tale, right? But he forgot. You told him how to regain favor. Can you use your gift so somebody else can regain favor?
Come on.
No, I just want my gift to create favor for me. Because it's all about me.
Come on.
You pop your own collar. For me. Right? No, that's not what it's about. And it's in this place that God decides that now in this place of captivity, now in this place of confinement, now in this place that you didn't deserve to be because of what you did. There's nothing that you've done to get here. But here you are. And some of us will look at this time, it's like, God is not going to do it. Can I be real with the audience? And when we find ourselves in that place of captivity, especially when it was of no one I'm doing, we start looking at the situation and saying, God, I don't know how you're going to make this happen. Because this is the worst experience of my life. The pit was pretty bad. Potiphar's house was all right for a grip, but you know what I'm saying, then, for a while, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Pastor.
But then that woman turned on me. Right? That's what the man would say, right? That woman turned on me. I ain't want her. You know? That man turned on me. I ain't want him. Whatever happened, They turned on me. That's how y'all talk. You can look at all educated if you want to. Get mad. I bet you all that profit just come right out your system.
Come on, sir.
No 4-syllable words, turn to 4 letters. Y'all better be careful. Help my mind. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Listen close. The quality of true leadership is not bound by any circumstance.
Right.
And so sometimes we won't lead in places that we don't prefer. And God is saying, I need your leadership in this place. In a prison? Yes. In a prison. In this confinement? Yes. In this confinement. Amongst all these heathens? Yes. Amongst all these heathens. You know your witness is not effective for some people if you can't identify.
Come on. Wow. Come on, sir.
Oh, come on. Y'all want to act like everybody's so spiritual and the word alone is going to do it for them. I'm here to tell you, they need your testimony, your raggedy life. What's that happened to you? How many times you done fell down? How many times you done gave up? How many times you want to quit? How many times you backslid? But when I came to him, he said, I didn't change my mind about your situation. When I came back to him, he said, I never changed my mind about your situation. I'm still going to do it. Because anybody just take this opportunity to believe God that he's still going to do it. Somebody say he's still going to do it. He's still going to do it. You hear what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
Leadership is a service. I can stop right there. Leadership is a service.
Come on.
Leadership is a service. Can I give it to you biblically? If you want to be the greatest, then you must be a servant. He who wants to be the greatest of you must be servant of all. And sometimes we wouldn't perform great as leaders if we didn't learn first how to serve. No matter what the conditions were. No matter, I don't belong in Potiphar's house, but I'm still going to serve. I don't belong in prison, but I'm still going to serve. I don't belong where I'm at, but somebody say I'm still going to serve. Can you serve God wherever you at? Because even in Potiphar's house, I'm still an ambassador. Even in prison, I'm still an ambassador. I know I got some blemishes on my record, but my record is clean with God. Oh. Leadership is a service of consummate vigilance. You have to be continually watchful in the leadership position. Not opportunistic, watchful. Somebody say there is a difference. Because some people are only watching for opportunities to sit in that chair. Come on.
Just sit.
Sometimes you got to be watchful to make sure that the person in that chair remains there. Sometimes you're so hinged on upsetting the establishment when you don't understand that's God's man.
Come on now.
Okay. Huh? You know he sets up kings, right? You know it's his decision, right? Okay. You think the Russian bots actually had anything? Okay. You think that anything is happening and God is up there like, what's going on? Do you think God is panicking up in heaven? No. Then why do we act like that down here on earth? God, what are you doing? I got it. Calm down.
Sure.
I can't believe that we done got ourselves in another conflict. There will be wars and rumors of wars. What's happening? Why is it only the goodness of God when we're getting what we want? I say though he's saving. I say standing in front of the fire furnace, I don't know what God's got about to do. But I know what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to bend. I'm not going to, okay. Y'all know you'll have finish the sentences, by the way. So that's the registered word in you. That's what that is. Okay? Back to the message. All right. You know, because if you got the word, it'll, oh, yes, that's the word. It'll, yeah. But if you ain't got that, you're going to be like, what are you why he didn't finish his sentence? Studying to show thyself. Okay, let me come back to it. They ain't gonna let me preach nowhere else. Okay. That's all right, because I know what my assignment is. Anyhow. Vigilance is the action and state of watchfulness. Get this. Don't let the question of when wear out worship in the meantime. Because the question of when wears on our worship. And true worship is obedience, by the way, not a posture with your body.
Thank you.
When Abraham said, I'm going yonder to worship, he wasn't doing this. He was doing this up the mountain. Boy, you about to die. Oh, come on. Y'all acting like y'all don't know means to work it out. Work it out, boy. Getting ready to die. Work it out. Keep working out. What happens when God asks you to sacrifice your promise? But God, you said I was going to be a father. I made a mistake with Hagar. That ain't, you know what? You know what? Whatever you hatch up doesn't get recognized as was birthed by God. Oh, see, some of us are trying to make hatchlings what God birthed. Let me say it again. Some of us are trying to make hatchlings something that is God birthed. And he said, no, you can keep your hatchling Ishmael. No, I don't want him. I want the one that I promised you. And Abraham knew this because he never even brought Ishmael into the equation. God said, I want your only son. Abraham was like, yeah, I know what you want.
Right. Amen. Yes, that's right.
God, you said that my calling, Abraham's calling, is to be a father. You said, God, I was called to be a father. Now you want to take this only seed that you even recognize. You don't even recognize this other seed. You want me to take the only seed that you recognize and sacrifice it. Yep. Yep. I'm training you. Let's see how you pass this test. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't let it wear out your worship in the meantime. Can I go back a couple of weeks? Somebody say, whatever you do, don't lose your worship. Somebody say, whatever happens, don't lose your worship. They're the trials. Don't be concerned with the fiery trials which are to try you as though some strange thing happened to you. It's not strange. It's a part of the process. Now we get the happy time. So after all this, after being discarded, after being displaced in the tank, after they forgot about me, I used my gift, God. I used it to help out people, but I'm still here. Can I take this moment? Anybody feel like that's what they are? I've used my gift to help other people, but I'm still not in that place.
Yes, Lord.
I know what you showed me. I'm still trying to work out being discarded like I was nobody, because you know he ain't worked that out until well after he was in position. But I'm still working that out. Come on, be real with me, people. I'm still working that up. You ain't forgave all the people that mistreated you. You know, you said you did. But if you see their face again, we're going to find out. Forgiveness is easy when they ain't in your face. When they're in your face, you can find out how real that forgiveness really is.
Yeah.
He might have thought that he forgave them until they showed up. Hey, brother. Brother. He probably started speaking in tongues. Egyptian. You learn anything?
Yes.
But it's in this place where God says, now your gift is going to make room for you. Not immediately, but eventually. And so eventually, the gift makes room. And the king has a dream. And Joseph takes that information and he interprets it because that is his grace gift. But he doesn't just stop with interpretation. There's implementation that must come behind it. Because I'm telling you that the ups are coming. We've been in the ups for a long time, quiet as it's kept.
Come on.
Sometimes riding where I live, I wonder, does anybody work? I'm like, if I'm off on Mondays, I go to the store still filled up with all these people. How do it's a Monday morning? Everybody should be working Monday, except me, who doesn't have to work Mondays, right?
All right.
Because nobody else could possibly have that schedule. Right? How do you, like, you ever been to the store, sidetrack real quick, but anybody ever go to the store and you mad that people did it? Ain't that some foolishness? Like, where all these people come from? Because you're the only one that need or want anything. Yes, move out the way. They don't know who I am. I'm supposed to be a ruler. I deserve this drink. The palace is the place of destiny. Destiny is being realized. Divine destiny, not the one you designed, but the divine one that was set for your life. And this is where the call of duty is fully engaged. You've been working this whole time. You've been using your stewardship the whole time. But this is the place of destiny is where God says, now I'm bringing you into the fullness of what I showed you years ago. So the question that we have to ask ourselves, are we ready for the fullness?
All right now.
Or we'll say yes because destiny sounds like a dream. Somebody say purpose to reign.
Purpose reign.
Let me say this. Destiny is not without duty. You don't get your destiny and then go on vacation.
No.
Am I talking to anybody?
Yes.
Destiny is going to require that you do some things with all that you've learned and all that you experienced, all that you interpreted, all that you're gifted. Now what are you doing with all that time that you spent? Now what are you doing with all the talents that you have? Now what are you doing with all the connections that you've made? What are you doing with the gift that was given?
Right now.
Hello? Destiny is not without duty. Rulership is not without responsibility. And so we get put in these rulership positions, and we just want to, we want to delegate everything.
Yeah.
Y'all do it.
Yeah.
No. There's something that you have to do. Even if you're just a person there doing the plans, you at least got to write the plans. Hello? Don't ask the people to jump inside your head. Well, they ought to know. Did you tell them? Well, we've been working together for years. They should know me by now. Did you tell them? We want everybody to be deep with us and we shallow with everybody else. When you want something from somebody, I know some straightforward people like, now tell me what you want. I ain't here to play no guessing games. I ain't trying to read your mind. I ain't trying to do that church thing and deserve. Y'all know that's my thing. The call doesn't work in spiritual, because you know what I'm saying? I deserve what you know, bro. Tell me what you want. How can I help you? I ain't trying to look into the portals of your eyes. You're reading real deep. I'm looking into the portal. Like, no, man, tell me what you want with your deep self. Tell them people what you're trying to get done, get accomplished. They already know me by now. Tell them. Imagine if God treated us that way. They ought to know by now. I'm grateful he doesn't. I'm grateful he says, look, I've given you instructions. All you got to do is read them. Now, you do have to read the instructions. You do have to listen to the instructions. You do have to implement the instructions. But somebody say the instructions are here.
The instructions are here.
Somebody say Bible. Yeah, that's what it is. Listen close. We need God dependency with faith activity for life expectancy to realize destiny. I'll say that again. We need God dependency. That means be dependent on God.
Amen.
God dependency with faith activity for life expectancy to realize destiny. This is not a self-help course.
Amen. Thank you. Amen.
This is not all the stuff that you can do so that you can reach the dream that you had. This is not all the stuff that you can do so that you can get the dream that you deserve.
All right then.
No, this is God dependency showing us, look, these are things that happen. It might not happen to you in this exact order, but many of us have gone through some of these, one or two of them. Some of us have been through all three, and we waiting on the left. Hey, where the palace at? Come on. Anybody just can get real with me? Say, where the palace at?
Yeah.
You showed it to me. I'm just being real. Y'all laugh. I know I can be comfortable sometimes, but this is really how I have conversations with God. Like, what the I mean, you showed me. I'm not crazy. I didn't think this stuff up. Hey, man, you think I dreamt this up? Some of y'all think that I was that young boy who knew from the age of 2 that God was going to let me be somebody pastor. I would have ran. That's why he didn't tell me. I would have been like, oh, no, I would have stayed overseas. You hear me? I would have stayed. No. But that was God's plan for my life. And guess what? Sometimes God's plan for your life is being unveiled while you're living it. I said, I want to help my father. God said, really? Came up to me like we was in Star Wars. I am your father. Oh, Lord. Last thing. Last thing. Living the dream takes grace for the journey and laboring for the manifestation.
Yes.
Let me read that again. Living the dream takes grace for the journey and laboring for the manifestation. So it's toiling on our bodies. It's toiling on our psyches. It's toiling on our spirituality. Can I be real? Because you believe God. I'm not talking to people who don't believe God. And we can fix that today if there's anybody in the audience. But we believe God. We want to trust him more.
That's right.
But the situations that we're in have us distracted.
Yeah.
I told y'all I'm connecting everything this month.
Come on.
We're distracted.
Okay. Come on.
And what does distraction invite? Discouragement. And remember that the devil doesn't need for you to die. He just needs for you to detour. All I need you to do is get off course. That's all I need. Just get off course. Then just here. Just get over there. Cool. Cool. And you moving. Just not ministry.
Wow. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Okay.
But I want to talk to a few people, and I'm going to leave y'all go. I want to talk to a few people today that God has showed you something in a dream or a vision. He showed it to you, but you haven't experienced it yet. I don't know where you might find yourself in this message, whether you be in the pit or whether you be in Potiphar's house or whether you be in a place of confinement called prison. But God is not a man that he should lie.
Amen.
No, the Son of Man that he should repent. If he spoke it, will he not make it good? If he said it, will he not bring it to pass? Here's the contingency. If he showed it to you.
Yes, he showed it to you. He should.
be sure it is God that you are following. The dreams that he gave you, not the desires of your heart.
That's good.
He will give you the desires of your heart if you are in alignment with him. Does that make sense? But here's what that change we were talking about. Oh, what a change. This is what change you do. God will change the desires of your heart to his. And so God gave Joseph this dream because he knew there would be a dirt on the other side. There would be lack on the other side. And he needed to position him. He said, your gift is for this people. You can't use it right now because it's not time. You're not even in the place I need you to be. You may not leave, so I'm going to have to get them to throw you away. Oh, I know you've met success in this place, but now you might be getting a little too comfortable. Let them lie about you. You know they're a liar anyway. So I'm going to let liars do what liars do. Some people get mad when God said that lying spirit. He hired the lying spirits in the first place. Anybody know their word? The king had hired the liars in the first place. And you mad at the people you hired? How could God send lying spirits? He hired them. You hired them, folks. Anyway. But you're in this position where your gifts have been being used, but you're not in the position that God destined you to be. Don't think that dream was for nothing. It doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how young you are. If God said it was going to happen, then truth be told, it already has. Will you have the faith to reach the place that's destined for you?
Yes, Lord.
Will you have the faith to transport you into destiny? From dream to destiny. I've had dreams, and they're dreams of destiny. But whether I have to go through being discarded, displaced, detained, my destiny is still intact. Can anybody believe, God, that your destiny is still intact? I don't care what condition they told you you have. I don't care how your finances look. If he showed it to you, somebody say, it shall come to pass. This situation that you're facing is manifestation in the making. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Say it's manifestation in the making.
It's manifestation in the making.
Dreams of destiny. You have the diligence to see it through. Do you have the resilience to bounce back after life throws its best punch? After the enemy throws his best punch? After they lie on you? After they throw you away? How are you using your gift? Are you waiting for the right moment? Vigilance, no matter where you are. Open your eyes, people of God. He's working with what he's given to you. Can you see it? Give the Lord praise all over this place.